WON YouTube Networks is now on Facebook. Check it out.
Holy cow, it's a hit. The Money Store does it again. Boy, when it comes to second mortgages and first mortgages, the Money Store has fixed rates. Low interest. Low monthly payment. And instant approval by phone to qualified borrowers. For a second or first mortgage, call the Money Store toll-free. Dial 1-800-221-9000. Find out how low our rates are today.
From Old Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, New York, the Sox Baseball Network proudly presents Sox Baseball 17. Tonight, it's Game 2 of this 4-game series between the New York White Sox and the Chicago Cubs. Hello, everybody. This is yours truly, Jonathan Rios, welcoming you to another edition of Sox Baseball, powered by MLB The Show. And here come the defending world champion, New York White Sox, onto the baseball field here at Old Yankee Stadium. And while we have a moment, let's take a look at the starting pitchers for tonight. It'll be Jason Hamill, the right-hander, on the mound for Chicago, and for the Sox, Nolan Ryan, who's 2-1 so far this season. The Cubs lineup looks like this, and it's a powerful one. Hayward, Bryant, Rizzo, Schwarber, Fisk, Soler, Fowler, Russell, and Zobrist. They'll be going up against Nolan Ryan with a 3.95 ERA. He's 2-1 so far this year. Look at his career totals in his career. 345 career wins. They'll be looking for 346 here today. So we're about to play ball here at the old stadium. A sold-out crowd for this New York versus Chicago rivalry. A unbelievable wild game last night. A walk-off by George Brett. The Sox were down by a ton, and they came back to win it. Here's Jason Hayward, who went deep twice against the Sox yesterday. And the first pitch to him is a foul ball, strike one, and we are underway. I'll tell you what, yesterday's win for the Sox showed who's the true top dog in baseball. Into center field. Going back is Dawson, and he makes the catch for the first out of the ball game. Well, for a moment, Chicago looked like they were going to be the top dog, making a statement, but then the Sox stormed back and ended up winning in the 9th inning. Here's a look at your defense. It's the same like always. Chris Bryant, the third baseman, steps in, 331 average, 7 home runs, 28 runs batted in. 1-out delivery is a strike, going 1 is the count. Tomorrow the series shifts to the Windy City, Wrigley Field. We'll have those 2 games for you here on the Sox Baseball Network as well. 0-1, hit in the air, deep left field, Winfield going back, away back. That ball is long gone. So long, farewell into the Cubs bullpen. Chris Bryant hits home run number 8 of the season. And once again, the Chicago Cubs take the lead. They're up 1-0 here in the first inning. Boy, this Chris really bashed that one all the way to the Chicago bullpen in left field. So once again, the slugfest is on as the Cubs strike first blood once again for the second game in a row and lead it 1-0. Let's take a look at the home run again on instant replay if we can. And we will. Let's see what this pitch was. Right above the top of the strike zone, and he absolutely tattooed it. A no-doubter, though. Winfield went all the way back to try to get to it, but to no avail. So it's 1-0 Cubs, and here's Anthony Rizzo, who had himself a ball game last night. Fouls this one behind the plate. Let's see. Hassey near the stands and the dugout makes the catch for the second out of the ball game. So Rizzo is retired. Let's take a look at this on replay. And Hesse going all the way back, able to put it away for the first second out of the inning. So that'll bring up Kyle Schwarber, who had himself a 2-home run night. Takes a high ball, 1-0. And he hit a home run, a huge home run that hit the advertisements over in right field. You look at the leaders in National League home runs. Jim Edmonds leads, along with Corey Seager, and Morales and Goldschmidt, all with 12. Will Clark behind them with 11. Schwarber with 10. Pretty good company in the National League for the home run leaders. 1-1 now on Kyle. The stretch by Nolan, and the pitch is a ground ball to second. Sandberg's got his man, side retired. But not before Chicago strikes first blood off the bat of Chris Bryant. A bomb to left. Miller first, Chicago 1, the Sox coming to bat. To the bottom of the first, and the 1 through 9 Sox lineup looks a little bit like this. You got Piarulo, Mattingly, Winfield, Jackson, and Brett, Dawson, Stargell, Sandberg, and Hesse. Then we're going up against the slowest pitcher in baseball, Jason Hamill, 2-2. When he are 4.35, he's been in 7 games, this is 8th. 39.1 innings pitched, 42 hits he surrendered, 20 walks he surrendered and has delivered 35 strikeouts. The Chicago Cubs defensive lineman, presented by Majestic Athletics, looks a little something like this. In the outfield, you have Fowler, Hayward, and Schwarber. The infield is Russell, Bryan, Zobrist, and Rizzo. The catching the balls and strikes, the former White Sox Carlton Fisk. Here's Mike Piarulo, who had himself a 2-home run night, including a huge grand slam, which put the Sox right back in the game within 1. And he'll lead off here in the bottom of the first with his team down 1-0. He hit a home run last night when his team was down 2-0, made it 2-1. And grounds this one to second base. Russell's got it, 1 down. Megan Zobrist has got it, my mistake. There's Preston Mattingly hitting at .390 with 13 homers and 38 runs batted in. He's been quiet in the power department as of late, but has still hit the ball on contact and has gotten on base. Speaking of power, there's a high fly ball in the deep right center, and right on cue, solo farewell. Preston Mattingly ties the game with a bleacher creature shot. And it's a 1-1 game. That didn't take long, and once again, fans, you know what happens every time a White Sox gets home run. Hey, Preston Mattingly, you make your daddy proud. This bud's for you. We'll love to see where that ball landed, but once again, the video game has us watch the player go before the ball goes. But that was a no-doubter for Preston Mattingly. And we have ourselves a 1-1 tie, and here it is. Where did it land? We know it's bleacher creature time. Man, did it go way back there. Middle of the seats. And that's home run number 14 now is Dave Winfield, .351 average, with 11 home runs and a couple of runs batted in. Reggie Jackson is on deck. He was the hero of last night's game with a game-tying home run in the 9th. So here's Dave, and here's the first pitch. On the ground, hot shot, base hit up the middle. And Winfield is on. So after the home run, the Sox get the go-ahead run on base for Mr. October, Reggie Jackson. .390 average with 15 homers and 41 runs batted in. Looked like .380, but it could be .390. Doesn't matter. Well, here's Reggie with a man at first and 1 out. A run is in on a Mattingly home run. 1-1 is the score. Mason Hamill set. First pitch to Reggie. In the left field. That's going to be a base hit. Well, he chopped the cover off that ball. I don't think he wanted to swing at that pitch, but he did. And he chopped it the other way to left field for a seeing eye single. Here it is again on replay. That is a quick swing right there for Mr. October. So here's the hero last night, the walk-off hero, George Brett. .333 average with 12 home runs and a couple of runs batted in. Jason Hamill in a whole heap of trouble for Chicago. First and second occupy, 1 out of runners in, and a 1-1 tie here in the bottom of the first. Hamill set. Keeping an eye on the second base runner, that's Winfield. First pitch. Out the middle, base hit in the center. And the bases will be loaded with 1 out. So George Brett keeps the hit parade going. All the Cubs need is a double play to get out of this. 1-1 is the score. Now the bases are loaded full of the Sox for Andre Dawson, hitting at .328 with 9 home runs and 22 runs batted in. Remember, the Sox hit a grand slam back in the bottom of the 8th last night. Are they looking for another one here today? We shall see. Dawson at the plate, 1 out, bases are loaded in a 1-1 game. Hamels is set at the belt. And the pitch on the way. On the ground to third. That's going to be a foul ball or a fair ball. It's a fair ball and it's a run scored 2-1. Chris Bryant booted that ball. That's going to be an RBI or an error. We shall see as the box scorer will make the tally. That's a fair ball. That's got to be an error. So Chris Bryant boots the ball. They're going to rule that either an error and a hit. No ruling on the call, but the Sox have a 2-1 lead, and there's the struggling Starger. With the bases loaded and 1 out. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Talked to the manager about Stargell's troubles, and he says he needs to snap out of it on his own. Victor Martinez has been collecting dust on the bench so far. He may end up subbing in if Stargell doesn't get his act together. The 0-1, line to right center. That's going to be a base hit and a level score. It's 3-1. A looping line drive RBI single for Willie Stargell. The bases remain loaded with 1 out. It's now a 3-1 Sox lead. So nothing's coming easy for Jason Hamill and the Cubs. Still cannot get that elusive second or third out. And here comes the Rhino, Ryan Sandberg. Playing second base here today. Bases loaded, 3 runs in, 1 out. 3-1, Sox lead Chicago. Hamill set at the belt. And the pitch to the Rhino. High pop-up in the shallow left. This will stay in the yard and will not be enough to score the run. 2 outs. So now it's up to Ron Hesse. He hit a home run yesterday. He leads the team in the American League in home runs. 20 home runs, 44 runs batted in, an average of .407. Here's the guy that could unload the bases with 1 swing. 2-out pitch. And a chopper at second base. They'll get the force, side retired. But the Sox scored 3 runs, but still the damage minimal, despite the Cubs being down 3-1 against the Sox at the end of 1. Well, Carlton Fisk, the former Sox, comes in, .243 average with 6 home runs and a couple of runs batted in. Whoa, chin music to the former teammate. How about that? So 1-0 is the count on Carlton Fisk. Don't know what that was about. And now Nolan's falling behind 2-0. With that chin music pitch threw him off pace, we shall see. On the ground to short. Pagliarulo with the throw. Got him. 1 down. So 1 retired. Let's take a look at the central standings. It's clearly a runaway. As once again, the Sox lead Detroit by 17 games, by Kansas City by 18. 19.5 for Cleveland and 21.5 for Minnesota. So once again, the Sox dominating the Central. Here's Jorge Soler, the DH. .261 average, no home runs, a couple of runs batted in. 1 out, bases empty, 3-1 Sox lead. The pitch by Nolan is outside. The ball gets away. They'll get a new ball, 1-0. 1-0 delivery to short. Tags to Mattingly. 2 away. Near the top of the second. So Soler's retired. 2 ground balls already in this inning, thrown by Ryan. Here's Dexter Fowler, 12 for, I believe, 16, as it says on the graphic, if I'm correct. Strike taken to Dexter. 0-1 is the count. We're in the top of the second. Bases empty. Sox lead the Cubs 3-1. There are 2 outs and an 0-1 count. And pitch on the way to Dexter Fowler. Fouled away. Now it's 0-2. 0-2 delivery. Struck him out swinging. There's your first strikeout of the ball game for Nolan Ryan. At the middle of the second, it's the Sox 3 and Chicago 1. We go to the top of the order. Mike Piarulo will come in to bat. Three to 1 Sox lead, and Hamill is set with the pitch. And Pags grounds one base hit to right field. So the hottest batter on the team gets on base to lead off the second. There's the total. Jason Hamill so far, not good. And here's Mattingly, who hit a bomb to right center to tie the game at 1. And with his Cub now up by 2. Here he is with a man at first and nobody out. Hamill set at the belt, all set to go. First pitch to Mattingly. There she goes! Deep to right! Solo farewell! Upper deck time! Way back there! Preston Mattingly toasts that baseball. His second home run of the ball game, and it was a no-doubter. 2-run shot, home run number 15 of the year, and home run number 2 of this game. And the Sox extend their lead to 5-1. And fans, you know what happens every time a Sox hits a home run. Once again, Preston Mattingly, this bud for you. Holy cow, what a shot. We're talking way up there in the gods of baseball. They had to be 10 rows back in the upper deck in right field. A lot of oohing and eyeing on that one. What a shot by Preston Mattingly. And the Sox now have a 4-run lead, and here's Dave Winfield. What a shot. As a ground ball to short. Long play by the shortstop. Russell not going to get it. Another base hit for Winfield. He's on. And now if you're the Cubs manager, as the pitching coach is coming out to try to calm down Hamels, you have to wonder how long will you keep Hamels in the ball game. He has not been perfect. In fact, he has just not been good. Last inning he got out of despite being down 3-1, but now a 2-run homer now increases the deficit for the Cubs. And now you got the dangerous hitter, Reggie Jackson, with Winfield at first, and nobody out at the plate to deal with. Hamill set. First pitch to Reggie. Ground ball. There's the doctor order. He ordered a double play. 2 outs. So that pitching coach talk really worked, but still not out of the woods here. Base is empty, but 2 outs. And facing the dangerous George Brett. Nice double play turn by Ben Zobrist there. 2 runs in, now the base is empty with 2 outs of that double play, and George Brett will be the batter, and this will do it. Ground ball to Zobrist, side retire, but not before. Preston Mattingly toasts that baseball into the upper deck, 15 rows back almost. And at the end of 2, it's the Sox 5 and the Cubs 1. Addison Russell, the shortstop, comes in, 264 average with 2 home runs and 12 runs batted in. He'll lead off here in the top of the 3rd with his club down 5-1. There's a base hit to left field. Long throw by Winfield, but to no avail. So Addison Russell is on. He'll lead off here in the 3rd for Chicago, and here's Ben Zobrist. Left-handed batter for Chicago. Pitch. Fouled away, strike 1. The 0-1. Ground ball, but no, line drive, but foul. Doesn't matter. Strike 2. On Ben Zobrist. The pitch. Another foul ball to right field. I'll tell you what, if Nolan continues to throw pitches like that, Zobrist is going to hit one fair and a long way. It's the other way, but foul. And Ryan wins the battle with an inside pitch. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 2 of the game for Ryan, and out number 1 of this inning. Here it is, setting up inside. Hesse did, and boy, did he fool him. So, here's Jason Hayward at top of the order for Chicago, and fouls that one away, strike 1. Another foul one, 0-2 on Hayward. So quickly, Ryan working quick and easy. Line base hit to right, just over the glove of the first baseman Mattingly. So first and second and 1 out. And all of a sudden the Cubs are making this a huge, huge threat. That's career hit number 999 for Hayward. He's one shy of 1,000. They get it today. Let's take a look at that hit. Right on the nose. Could have been a double play if Mattingly would have got to it, but he wasn't able to. And there's the man who hit a home run his last time up, Chris Bryant. And he'll foul that one away, strike 1. 5-1 Sox lead. There's another strike, 0-2 to the dismay of Chris. 0-2 delivery. On the ground. Perfect stuff by Sandberg, but can't get anybody. Everyone safe. The bases are loaded, 1 down, and the potential tying run for Chicago is coming to the plate. A for effort for the Rhino, no question about it. And it's up to Anthony Rizzo. The infield is in, the outfield's normal. 1 out delivery, strike taken. The 0-1. Try taking on 2. 0-2 to Rizzo. Strike 3. You talk about a huge strikeout. That's a big one. Strikeout number 3 for Nolan, and a huge second out with the bases loaded here in the 3rd. And now it's up to Kyle Schwarber, who has hit the Sox hard in this series so far. He's 0 for 1 though today. Grounded out his last time up. Bases empty, 2 outs. Bases loaded, 2 outs. And a foul one, strike 1. Bases loaded, 2 outs for Chicago, down by 4. The 0-1. Line foul, now it's 0-2. Nothing in 2 on Schwarber. Nolan set. Bases loaded. The 0-2. Fouled away, we'll do it again. 0-2 again. Line to right field. Reggie makes the catch. Side retired. And Nolan Ryan disguises himself as Houdini. Gets out of it. Bases left loaded. No run score. Middle to 3rd. 5-1 Sox. Andre Dawson, the batter, 1 for 1 here today. Singled his last time up. Drove in a run. Bases empty. 5-1 Sox. Sox getting out of a huge bases loaded jam against the Cubs. A little loop for the right field. And Jason Hayward puts it away for the first out of the 3rd inning. For fans, Supergirl 7 is getting filmed June 19th, but most importantly, it's coming to WON YouTube July 7th at 8 on WON to U 5.4. It stars Casey Ann as Supergirl and making her triumphant return after a couple of years, Amy Christine as the villain, Agent S. Supergirl 7 Unchained premieres July 7th at 8 on WON to U 5.4. You'll be seeing previews those 2 weeks before they premiere on WON 9 in June. June 19th cannot come soon enough. Stargell in an 0-1 situation drove in a run with the bases loaded and now pops it up. Second baseman has Ben Zobrist calling off everybody. He'll make the catch for out number 2. So Stargell is out, and that'll bring up Brian Sandberg. 0 for 1. Flew out his last time up with the bases loaded. And it continues. Ron Hesse will be coming into right field. Gonna be tough to get the speedy Rhino, but they got him. Side retired. First clean inning for Chicago. End of 3. 5-1 Sox lead the Cubs. Oh, the former Sox, Carlton Fisk. Rounded out his last time up. Oh, boy! Did it hit him or did the ball get away? Apparently the ball did hit him. Remember, the first at-bat, it was chin music. This time he gets it on the shoulder, he'll take a base. Looked like Ryan did not want to do it, but you got to wonder about that. Will that hits by batsman come to bite Nolan? We shall see. He's been cruising, although he did get into a bases loaded jam. And again, a man's on base. Ball gets away, and Hesse will keep it right where it is. The 2-0. Now it's 3-0. 3-0 delivery. Strike. 3 balls, 1 strike on Jorge Soler. There you go. Now he swung on a miss. Full count. The 3-2. Another foul ball. Again the 3-2. Strike 3. Add another K to Ryan's day. 1 down. What a battle. He was behind 3-0 and comes back and strikes him right down the pipe. So 1 down, a man's at first. And there's a strike. The 0-1 delivery. Fouled away 0-2. To Dexter Fowler. Took him out again. Add another K for Nolan. There's quickly 2 down. Take a look at this on the show track. Good morning, good afternoon, and bye-bye, good night. So Nolan has struck out 2 in a row in this inning, and here's Addison Russell, 1 for 1 this afternoon. And he's having a conversation with the umpire. Don't know what's that about, but we shall see. First pitch to Russell is there for a high strike to the dismay of Addison. The pitch. Swing and a miss on 2. Carlton Fisk lurking. He's at first base. Pitch. Fouled away again. 0-2 again. Chopper. Oh, what a play by Rhino, but he ain't going to get him again. Second time he's dove for a ball, but can't get to it. First to second, 2 out. The inning continues for the Cubs. 8th for effort again for Sandberg. And now is Ben Zobrist, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. First to second, and 2 outs. Strike taken. The 0-1 delivery. Chopper foul, 0-2. Again the 0-2. Ooh. Inside, 1-2 to the dismay of Ryan. Let's take a look at this again. Ooh, that could have gone either way. Looking to us, it hit the strike zone a little bit. Nevertheless, it's 1-2. The pitch. Into center field. Can of corn for Dawson, you would hope. He's under it, makes the catch. And again, Nolan Ryan pitches out of a jam. First and second are left. And in the middle of the inning, 5-1 Sox. Here's Ron Hesse, who grounded out with the bases loaded back in the first. He'll step in here in the 4th inning with his club up 5-1. Jason Hamill trying to have another clean inning. Up the middle. And that's Zobrist, and they can't get to it. That will either be a base hit or an error. Hesse's a big man, but he could run. And it could be a base hit. Looks like it will be a base hit, but here's the man they don't want to face is Mike Piarulo, and if he gets on, you got to face the dangerous Mattingly, who has gone deep through it twice. As you see the shadows starting to creep in, that's going to end up being a factor for both the pitcher and the hitter. Fouled away, strike 1. The 0-1 on the way. Pags has a high fly ball. Well hit to right center field. And it's gone. So long, farewell. Pags hits one out. And I didn't think that was going to get out. 2-run homer. And it's 7-1 New York. Holy cow, from the naked eye, I didn't think that ball was going to carry out. Off the bat, it looked like it was just going to be a routine fly ball. Instead, it wasn't routine. It's a 2-run shot. And fans, you know what happens every time a Sox gets home run? Hey, Mike Piarulo, this bud's for you. That's his 3rd home run of the series, folks. This one just got out of here. I'm shocked he went that far. So a 2-run homer, and this could be it for Jason Hamill, and it is. The manager has seen enough. This call to bullpen is brought to you by 920 WON The Apple. Stay with us.
This is John LeBay, and you can listen to my show every Sunday from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. right here on 920 WON The Apple. That's New York City.
Greetings, I'm Spud Goodman, an alleged talk show host. Coincidentally, my show is named after me.
And I am Gerald Holcomb, a confirmed co-host on Spud's show.
And I'm Dorothy Jarvis, Spud's aunt. I'm the designated laugher on his show.
I'm supposed to say a word or two, or maybe 3, about 920 WON, The Apple, in Brooklyn, New York.
Hey, Spud, would this be a good time for me to say something?
No, it would not. We're almost out of time here.
Wait, how about a quick chuckle?
All right.
That's the best I got right now.
Hashtag sad. All right, everyone needs to check out 920 WON, The Apple, coming at you from Brooklyn, New York. Ciao.
This is the Spud Goodman Show.
Back at the stadium, Justin Grimm will come in to pitch, the right-hander for Chicago. This will be his 6th game. His ERA stellar at 0.87. So Jason Hamill out the game, and he's probably happy about that because he doesn't have to face this guy who took his team. Well, let's just say he hit the home run twice. Now he has a solid single, his 3rd hit of the ball game. So Mattingly is on once again in the meat of this order. Dave Winfield, who's 2 for 2 with 2 singles and a run comes up. Man's at first, nobody out. 2 runs are in thanks to Piarulo's 2-run home run. Winfield swings and misses. Sox with 12 hits so far this afternoon. The Cubs with 5. It'll be an 0-1. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Hey now, let's go.
It'll be an 0-2. And the pitch. A little chopper. That's going to be a fair ball. Runner moves to second base. Winfield is out. There's your first out of the inning. Bring up Reggie Jackson. Jackson 1 for 2 with a seeing eye single to left field. Seven to 1, Sox lead. Man's the second one out. The double play is taken out of order because the man is second base. We'll keep an eye on the second base runner. As Reggie takes it inside, 1-0. One ball, no strikes. Hot shot off the pitcher, past Russell into left center. Runners will stay put. First and third, and 1 down. You gotta hope Grimm is okay, but it seems like he is. And George Brett will now be the batter, 1 for 2 with a single back in the first. And you wonder if they'll intentionally walk him to face Willie Stargell. Apparently that's not going to be the case. So they're gambling here. And that could be a double play, and it will be. Nicely turned. Double play, inning over. And the Sox they do score, but 2 runs at the end of 4. Sox 7, Cubs 1. Well, Jason Hayward 1 for 2 here today. Singled back in the 3rd inning. Cubs need some hits and some runs here. Down by 6. Accidental bunt into left. The base side, one-handed snow cone done by George Brett, one down. Nicely done by George. He can't believe it. Holy cow. Hayward can't believe it. One down here in the 5th inning. Here's Chris Bryant, who homered earlier today, the first run of the game. But that has been it so far this afternoon. He's a perfect 2 for 2. Takes it down low, 1-0.
0-1, no strike.
Line, base hit down the left field line. He's a perfect 3 for 3. Now he's going for 2 to throw. He's on the money. He's out. What a throw by Dave Winfield. Chris Bryant got too greedy. 2 down. Here's Anthony Rizzo. 0 for 2. The pitch. Strike. 0-1. This pitch count is decent for Nolan Ryan. Fouled away on 2. Oh, 2 to the shift. The Rhino puts it away, side retired. Clean inning for Nolan. Halfway through, it's the Sox 7 and the Cubs 1. We're now going to pause for station identification.
The best in cinema is coming to WON YouTube networks. Switch over to our Daily Motion channel, WOND7, for the best of Hollywood's greatest films. Check it out only on WOND Channel 7.
Dear Supergirl, I wanted to send you a note to let you know how much I admired your courage revealing your true identity to me last Saturday night. It also showed me how much you want this relationship to work and signals that you want to take it to the next level. I'm not looking for anything in return except for your love and commitment. I do have 2 surprises for you, but in order to find out the surprise, you're going to have to come over to my house and meet me at the pool. I have a surprise that you'll never forget. Love you. Sincerely, your secret admirer.
Andre Dawson, Nevada, 1 for 2 here today.
And leading off for the White Sox.
Singled and scored a run. 7-1 Sox lead along with our crew. Yours truly, Jonathan Rios. There's a hot shot to second. Nicely done by Zobus. And there's 1 down. Along with our SockNet MLB The Show crew, yours truly, Jonathan Rios. Got to join us for Game 2 of this Big Apple versus Windy City rivalry to New York White Sox and Chicago Cubs. The series will be shifting to the Windy City tomorrow, 2 in Wrigley Field tomorrow and the next day. And we'll have both games here on WON Sox Baseball Network. Here's Willie Stargell. Takes it down low, 1-0. Jason Grimm getting the sign from Carlton. He's all set. 1-0 on Stargell. And the pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Done in by Russell there. Gets his man. 2 outs. So Stargell's struggles continue despite an RBI single earlier. And here's the Rhino, Ryan Sandberg, 0 for 2 with a flyout and a ground out. Bases empty, 2 outs, 7-1 Sox lead. And the pitch by Grimm, high fastball, fouled it away, strike 1. The 0-1. Hit hard up the middle, and the inning stays alive. Base hit to center for Ryan Sandberg. And here comes the dangerous Ron Hesse. Hesse 1 for 2 with a single and a run. And it's the first 2 outs, 7-1 Sox lead. Jason Grimm kind of trying to have a clean inning. Pickoff is not in time. The 2-out delivery. Ground ball toward the hole. Nicely done by Zobrist. Side retired. One-hitter man is stranded. We've played 5 at the old stadium. It's the Sox 7 and the Cubs 1. We march on to the 6th inning, the top of the inning, and Kyle Schwarber will come in the pitch for the bat for the Chicago Cubbies. Down by 6 runs, and Nolan Ryan keeping them in check for the moment. There's a strike, and the count is 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. A high pop up the left. That'll stay and go foul. So 0-2 on Kyle. Ryan setting up inside, you would think. And there's a fly ball in the left center field. Coming on is Andre Dawson. And he puts it away for the first out of the 6th inning. Look at this, 63 pitches so far for Nolan. So far, so good. Only that 1 run it was earned. That was off the bat of Chris Bryant. But that has been it. And here's a man, Carlton Fisk, who we'll keep an eye on now, because remember, he's been brushed with 2 pitches. One of them hit him. They're going for it, and it works out to the advantage. Popped up behind the plate. And Ron Hesse's got his man. 2 away. The dismay of Carlton Fisk. And now here's Jorge Soler, who struck out and is grounded out here this afternoon. The pitch. Ground ball to second. The Rhinos got it. Another solid inning done in by Nolan Ryan. He's cruising in the middle of 6. It's the Sox 7 and the Cubs 1. Well, here's Mike Piarulo, who hit a 2-run homer earlier his last time up, as the Shadows are overcoming the home plate. See if that'll do some damage. Here's a ground ball, and Zobrist got his man. Quickly 1 down. So that'll bring up Preston Mattingly, who has hit 2 long home runs. His last time up, though, he had a seeing-eye single up the middle. He'll foul that one away, strike 1. The 0-1 delivery to Mattingly, ripped to right field, and that is caught by Hayward. Boy, he really socked that one 2 away. He was right on the nose for that one. He was bidding for either a double or his 3rd home run of the day. Man, did he hit that one. So quickly 2 down, and here's Dave Winfield. And the pitch on the way is a pop-up foul to the right side of the plate. The 0-1, line to the second baseman. That's Zobrist, side retired. Another clean inning for Grimm. And at the end of 6, it's the Sox 7 and the Cubs 1. We march on to the 7th inning, and there's your line score. 7-14-0 for the Sox, 1-6-0 for the Cubs. The big story, Preston Mattingly, 2 home runs. But the bigger story, Nolan Ryan. So far, and cruising. So far, so good. And here's Dexter Fowler, who has struck out twice against Nolan. Nolan with a very decent pitch count so far this afternoon as we begin the 7th. And there's a strike, 0-1. This is the kind of game a team lives for. Mind you, the bullpen for the Sox was working overtime last night and was the big key of the Sox coming back and winning that game in the bottom of the 9th. To Mattingly. Can he get the speedy Dexter? You bet. 1 down. Here comes Addison Russell. 2 for 2 with 2 singles here this afternoon. Popped him up. First base side. Mattingly. Onto this one. He'll put it away for the 2nd out of the 7th. Nolan just cruising. And I'll bring up Ben Zobrist. 2 outs, base is empty. The pitch. Strike, 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Fouled to deep right and out of play though. 0-2 now on Zobrist. They set up inside. The pitch. Just a bit outside. 1-2. The pitch. And another foul ball. The stretch again, and the 1-2 delivery. Deep to right field, down the line. Goodbye. Ben Zobrist with a line drive home run. And now it's 7-2, Sox lead. Well, Nolan hanged that one. And that's home run number 3 for Zobrist. As Hayward takes the strike. Hayward 1 for 3 heading to this at bat right now. The 0-1 delivery. Rhino. Turns around, throws it away! And the inning continues. That's going to be an error.
Up next for the Cubs, third baseman.
Sloppy baseball right now. First the home run and then the errant throw by the Rhino. Lucky did not go into the dugout or else it would have been a 2-bagger. And this Chris Bryan was already homered in this game. That's an E4 by the way. Up the middle. Base hit in the center field. The runner's going to try to go to third, and he's going to get there easily. First and third and 2 outs. Take a look at this seeing eye single, a solid one up the middle. Now here's Anthony Rizzo. And another base hit, and another run will score. It's 7-3 New York. And as Nolan Ryan all of a sudden run out of gas, not sure at the moment. Still no action in the Sox bullpen, but that could change after one swing. Kyle Schwarber's the batter, takes a strike. Remember, Kyle hit 2 bombs last night. The 0-1 delivery into center field. That could be problems. Dawson going back, still going back, makes the running catch, and the side is retired. But 2 runs scored for the Cubs, and they made this a ball game. In the middle of the 7th, it's time to stretch with the Sox on top of the Cubs, 7-3. Reggie Jackson, the batter, 2 for 3 with 2 singles and a run. Sox up, 7-3. Ground ball to second. Zobrist has got it. 1 down. It's going to be interesting to see how long Nolan will stay in the game after that rough inning. We know Neil Ramirez will come in for the Cubs, so we got a new pitcher. Jason Grimm, a very good outing despite surrendering a home run or 2. And now here's George Brett. And a 1-out delivery. High fastball, and he tattoos this one into the seat. So long, farewell. And there is home run number 400, a milestone in the Bronx. George Brett with a line drive smoker. Hits the history books. Makes history at the stadium. Home run number 400 for Brett. Take a look at this. On replay, history at the old stadium. In a game which is now being put out of reach off the facing of the upper deck. A standing ovation here at the old stadium for George Brett, number 400, for an outstanding man, an outstanding career. Wow, holy cow. What a journey. What a journey. So now here's Sam Dyson. 16 games in, 1-0 record, no saves. Area 3.16 or 14 to say. And now here's Andre Dawson. And the pitch. Line to left field. Base hit. And an 8-2 ball game. By the way, you know what happens every time a Sox hits a home run? Hey, George Brett, that bud was for you, and it's a big one. They got 400 cases of bud, but we don't want to make you an alcoholic. Well, here's Ryan Martin. New pitcher out of the bullpen, and now here's Willie Stargell. 1 for 3 here this afternoon, an RBI single, but his struggles continue to mount. Man's at first. One out, a run is in. In the left field, but caught. The runner will go back to where he belongs, first base. So the batter now is the Rhino, Ryan Sandberg, 1 for 3 with a single. Back in the 5th inning. 2 home runs, the man's at first. 2 outs right now. Man's at first, 8-2 is the score. There's a drive deep down the right field line. Foul ball, foul ball. He was close, but no cigar. Pick off a 10 out of town. The 0-1 to the Rhino, ground ball to third. Can of corn, they'll get the 4th side retired, but not before a milestone in the Bronx. A solo shot for Brett. It's not just a home run, it's his 400th of his career. End of 7. 8-3 Sox lead, station ID.
Don't try to talk. You're not able to. I've injected you with a serum that will not only put you under my control, but gives you superpowers beyond belief. They are powers that give you the ability to destroy anything.
I'm actually Superwoman. I can bend steel with my bare hands, run faster than the speed of light. I'm able to fly and leap tall buildings in a single bound. So this girl thinks she's Supergirl. I'm way stronger, more beautiful, more powerful. There's only room for one Supergirl in this town, and that's me. She'll figure that out in due time. Oh, where's that coming from? I think it's coming from underneath the water. You are not going to get away with this. I can make sure of that. Whoever's doing this is sick. You're sick.
Carlton Fisk saying a couple of words to the Empire right now. Don't know what that's about. They said, that could be problems. Whoa! That is the 3rd brushback to Carlton Fisk. Don't know what that's all about. We'll probably dive into it in the last 2 games. There's a strike, 1-1. 1-1 delivery. Ground ball to second. They get the shortstop. That's Pagliarulo. Got him. 1 down. So 1 down in the 8th inning. There's your line score. 8-16-1 for the Sox. 2, make it 3-5-0 for the Cubs. And Here's Jorge Soler. There you see Nolan Ryan's totals of pitching. 83 so far, but he's still cruising, you would hope. Popped him up the left. Pitch number 84 is a one pitcher. And it's the second out of the inning. And Winfield makes that catch so quickly, 2 down here in the 8th inning. And it'll bring up Dexter Fowler, 0 for 3 with a ground out. Back in the 7th inning. Nolan with the stretch and the 0-2 to Fowler is a strike. The 0-1 delivery. Popped him up. Shallow left field. Coming in is Dave. He's under this one. Side retired. Another clean inning for Nolan Ryan. And the middle of the 8th is the Sox 8 and the Cubs 3. Still no action in the Sox bullpen, but plenty of action for the Cubs. Adam Warren, the former Yankee, will come in the pitch. And he'll be facing the big boys. It is the big man right there, despite him batting 9th. Ron Hasse. 8-3, Sox lead. The pitch by Warren is outside, 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. There she goes. Kiss that one goodbye. Bring out the tape measure. 1-1. So long, farewell. Hasse bashes one. That was a no-doubter up the bat. Solo shot for Hasse. Add another run to the board. It's 9-3 New York. And once again, fans, you know what happens every time a Sox gets overrun. Hey, Ron Hasse, this bug's for you. Man, oh man, did he destroy that one. A no-doubter for Ron Hasse. Take a look at this on replay. I thought that ball was going to be flying to the upper deck. It didn't. Instead, it went deep into the bleacher creature seats in right field. Still a no-doubter for the big man. And the top of this order is coming up now. That's number 21 for Hasse. And there's a strike on one. Tags 2 for 4 this afternoon with a home run and a single. Bases empty, runners in, nobody out. The pitch is a strike somehow. 0-2 is the count. Tags looking for a pitch to drive, being very careful. There's an 0-2 situation. And that's going to be a fair ball and a chopper, and there's your first out of the 8th inning. I'll bring up Preston Mattingly, 3 for 4 with 2 home runs and a single. One out pitch. Outside, 1-0. 1-0 delivery. Way too far. 1-1. The fans don't agree with that. It didn't look like he checked, but apparently he did it according to the home plate umpire. So he's in a situation, a 1-1 situation. 1-1 delivery. Down low, 2-1. There you look at the home run totals. 5 for the Sox and 2 for the Cubs. 2 of those Sox home runs off the bat of this gentleman, Preston Mattingly. Hitting for number 3 possibly. He's in a 2-1 situation. The pitch. Whoa, accidental swing. I don't think he wanted to swing on that one. He's going to pay for it without number 2. Don't think he wanted to swing on that. That was his home run pitch. Here's Dave Winfield. Winfield. Couple of hits here and there here today. Into center field, and that's going to fall in. It'll give Reggie Jackson a time. So Winfield is on with another hit here this afternoon, a tremendous afternoon, despite yesterday when he got 1 hit, but it was a big one. And here's the man, Mr. October, 2 for 4, Reggie Jackson at the plate. And the first 2 outs. First pitch to Reggie. Ripped to right, but foul. Oh, he would like to get that one back. And he knows it. Strike one. 0-1 delivery. Went too far on that insider. 0-2, and he's mad at himself. He knows it. He knows it. 0-2 on Reggie. 0-2 pitch. High fastball. He wanted that one. He fouled it away. 0-2. 0-2 pitch. A high fly. Deep to right. Hayward going back, still going back, it's gone, so long farewell to the Sox. He double digits, Reggie Jackson with a 2-run homer. And the Sox now lead 11-3. And fans, you know what happens every time a Sox hits home run. Hey Reggie Jackson, this bud's for you. Throw out the white flags already. There's your exclamation point, Mr. October going deep. And this one was a line drive shot. That was a high fastball he was able to hit in the air. See where this ball landed. It landed in the lower seats. It was aiming for the upper deck, but it did not quite land there. So, 2-run home run, number 16 for Jackson. And now bring up George Brett, who hit his 400th career home run his last time up, but that ball is down low. Cubs just want to get the third out so they could try to come back. Or get on the next plane to Chicago. 1-0 to Brett. Chopper toward the hole. It's going to be tough to get the speedy Brett. And they got him. Side retired. And not before, the Sox hit a couple of home runs. And in the end of 8, it's the Sox 11 and the Cubs 3. Final hope for Chicago. Nolan Ryan still in the game for the Sox. And it'll be Addison Russell leading off the 9th inning. And listen to this crowd here at the old stadium. A great performance by Nolan. And he throws a strike. The stretch. And the 0-1 outside. Well, a lot of fans remaining here at the old stadium. It was tallied as a sold-out crowd over 57,000. Pitch. Down the left field line. That's going to be an extra base hit for Addison Russell. And Winfield will throw to third to keep the runner right where he is. Addison Russell with a leadoff double to begin the 9th inning. As Nolan has reached 89 pitches. He bends over with a solo shot his last time out way back in the 7th inning. Strike taken on 1. That was pitch number 90, by the way. The pitch. Chopper foul 0-2. The pitch again. Into left center field, falling, and that's going to be a base hit. Russell easily score. It's now 11-4 New York. Wilbur's second RBI driven in, and still nobody out here in the 9th inning. And still no bullpen active for New York. And now here is Jason Hayward, 1 for 4 with a single and a run. The pitch, strike. The 0-1 delivery, foul away 0-2. 0-2 delivery. Line to left field. That's going to be extra bases possibly. Could score the 5th run of the game for the Cubs. It takes a bad carom. And there's a long throw coming home, and it's going to score. 11-5. 6-run deficit for Chicago here in the 9th. And that is hit number 1,000 of Jason Hayward's career. And it's a big one because it puts the Cubs now down by 6. And still no action in the Sox bullpen. And now here's Chris Bryant with a man at second, and there's a high drive, left field, and Winfield misplayed the ball. He misplayed it, and let's see if that sends Zobrist. The cutoff throw is made. They don't throw to third. It's a 5-run deficit. Holy cow, Winfield just lost it. Could have been a first out of the inning. Instead, it's a dud. And E7, and now here's Anthony Rizzo. Still nobody out. Fouled away, strike one. Finally, somebody warming up in the bullpen is Dennis Eckersley. Ground ball, Mattingly's got it. 1 out, a run scores, but it's a 4-run deficit here in the ninth with 1 down. Hold on to your nails, folks. You may lose them. Sox now 2 outs away from getting out of this inning. The pitch to Kyle Schwarber, popped up to left. Dave Winfield onto this one. This time he makes the catch, and the Cubs are down to their final out. Here's Carlton Fisk. Been brushed off 3 times, including a hit batter, and again he brushed off. Holy cow, what is that about? He's setting up again, high again. And again he brushes him off. And this is not the time to pick a fight when your team is up by 4 in a crucial 9th inning. The 2-0, again it brushes him off. And I think he's not happy, he knows it. Look at Fish right there. (3-0). Here's the count. And did he go around? No, he walked him. Holy cow. So whatever Nolan had in his mind, it comes to bite him in the end. Now here's Jorge Soler, who would love to continue this inning. Pitch is inside, 1-0. Dennis Eckersley is not ready as of yet. 11-7. Setting up again away, and that's inside, 2-0. The 2-0 delivery popped him up foul. That'll be out of play, 2-1. Setting up inside again, outside, 3-1. Whatever Nolan had, he's apparently lost it, and he just walks Soler. So first and second, and 2 outs in the ninth. 11-7 is the score, and now you have Dexter Fowler, who is 0 for 4. And still, Dennis Eckersley is not ready. And that's inside 1-0, and now Nolan just cannot find a plate at all. He just cannot find a plate. And that's way outside, 2-0. He sets up inside again. Popped him up foul, 2-1. Again, popped him up, this could do it. Ron Hesse under this one. Raise off everybody, and the Sox escape and win it 11-7. And have taken 2 so far in this 4-game series. Nolan Ryan a complete game, but the 9th inning was a disaster, but he escaped. And the Sox win it 11-7. Wow. What a game this was. I mean, you talk about a nail biter. This was something else. Came down to the wire where Ryan, he just lost it in the 9th inning. Walked all over the park, but was lucky enough to get out of this one unscathed. No need for the bullpen, but the Sox hold on to a 4-run win. 11-7 is the final. Nolan Ryan has another win while Jason Hamels falls again. A crazy ball game to say the least, but I think we know who tonight's player of the game is. It's Preston Mattingly. He is today's player of the game, presented by Sox Baseball Program Cards. Hit 2 home runs, and I mean they were long home runs. Had a couple of hits here and there afterwards. He is today's Sox Baseball Program Card player of the game. Be sure to join us tomorrow for game number 3 of the series, this time from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Sox and the Cubs. Until then, this is yours truly, Jonathan Rios, hoping your game is a good game. Be sure to check us out on 920 WON the Apple, www.920WON.caster.fm, or check us out on our Facebook page, both our Facebook pages, facebook.com/WON YouTube or facebook.com/WON920. Final score from the Bronx, 11-7, Sox beat the Cubs. So long, everybody.